Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right. I'm going to let my guides kind of lead the way on this one with this stream, but this one I want to do, is it really over? Okay, I feel like and again, by the way, hi, I go long and detailed for a reason, so if none of this applies to you, sit right with you don't even want to hear it, that is okay. I don't like getting yelled at, and I'll come back some other time, that is all right, but is it really over? And I feel like it's coming from mainly this collective. It's kind of, like I said, I'm going to really let my guides lead this one. I feel like that between you and the person you're connected with, things ended bad, or you feel like there's a point of no return, but there's a small part of you is like, is it again really over? Is it done? Is it time for me to cut the cord? And I've noticed collectively, I feel like there is a lot of fear and confusion kind of going on in the energy or in the atmosphere right now. So I'm going to break this bad boy down, but I just want to see the overall energy of what's going on, and then, of course, I'll break everything down. But I just want to see what is going on in this dynamic. I will actually, if this, like I said, I've been feeling a lot of this in the air recently. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, respond in the comments if you want me to upload like another like collective reading of is it really over? Because I feel like there's a lot of questioning going on, but regardless, okay? So I got meditation, compromise, wish fulfillment, but then release. That's what I'm saying for this collective. You don't know. I feel like you are at a good spot in your life overall. I don't think you're like longing for this person. I don't think you just have to have them by your bedside, by no means. But there is a part of you, again, you can't tell if it is time to release this, or if it's time to, or if there's a chance of compromising, and again, I'm just getting compromising. I don't think this collective, you're full blown like wanting, reconciliations. I'm saying that. I don't think you full blown are having this expectation of reconciliation, but this is in the back part of your mind for sure. Okay. So I got meditation. What's going on with that? Yeah. Rejection right there. Clearly this person, oh gosh, if I could not grab the card, that'd be great. Okay, if this person could essentially, is constantly rejecting you for the time being, it's funny, there's a contract in front of this person and he's kind of like, nope. And I feel like you're attached to somebody that does have commitment issues. I feel like that you two were in a very short-lived romance, if that. I don't think this was long-term at all. I'm only getting a few months tops, honestly. Compromise, what's going on with that? Family, children, and building a home. You could possibly have kids with this person, but even then, I'm even seeing this as more of you see this person as your family, as your home, especially if you are kind of questioning right now, like, oh, is it really over? Is it really time to let this one go? And I feel like that would be a hard part of you, would be a hard part for this collective. I really think you're right in the middle. Part of you, again, wants to leave and move on, but your heart's still hanging on for dear life when it comes to this one. Wish fulfillment. Okay, but then new love. For this collective, you could honestly have new people coming in your life, new suitors coming in, and that's maybe where that could be a big reason why you're stuck in this, like, oh gosh, is it over? And maybe for a while, this collective, you could have, during this time of separation, shut up with your person. You could have had nobody really ask you out, or even then you could have never really been in that mind space of I'm wanting to date again. I'm wanting to, attract new love into my life. And now I think you are. And now I feel like that somebody else is in your energy right now. That's when you're kind of like, oh gosh, is it really over now? I've spent all this time with entertaining nobody and nobody even asking me out, or nobody. And is it really over? Oh my gosh. I feel like this collective, that may be another reason you're trying to move on, because somebody else is trying to take you out. Okay, but then I did get regret and distance right there. You could live at a physical distance from this person, but there's definitely some emotional distance. I feel like there's a no contact period going on. And that's what I'm saying. I think letting this person go, even though in the front part of your mind, it possibly may be the right thing to do. It is going to be hard for you because you still love this person and you're afraid that there is a part of it. I think this collective, you don't want to make a wrong decision. You don't want to hold on to this person and sabotage this new love, but part of you doesn't want to, you want to hold on to this new love, but don't want to let this person go. You're afraid to let this person go. It's like you really don't want to make the wrong decision. Here's the thing, my babies, you can't. But intimacy, lust, passion, love. I feel like whoever's new in your energy right now is kind of giving you your spark back. Maybe you're not, and I feel like you're just seeing or dating this person. Maybe you're just, I'm in the talking stages. You could be in a relationship with somebody else, but I'm seeing for majority of you, you're talking to somebody. Let me see about this new love. It's safe for you to love. That's what I just said, my loves. Like, you can't make a wrong decision, whether you want to move on with your life or there is a part of you you're like, I don't want to make a wrong decision. Here's the thing, you can't. Yeah, take action, take a leap of faith, and you're safe. Regardless, you are safe. Let me do one more for that new love, and I'll break. How are you feeling? Okay, but then I got soulmate. You're looking for your soulmate, divine connection right there. That's what I'm saying. I think you're at a spot right now. You want to get your spark back as far as finding love again. And it's beautiful. And don't ever feel bad for wanting to move on. And like I said, there's a part of you, like this person from your past is clearly still in your energy, and there is this little bit of fear of, oh gosh, like what if I make the wrong decision? What if my past person comes in, make this correctly? Again, don't make it fit. If you truly care less, but it's not your reading, that is okay. But there is a part of you, like I think it's most of it is you're afraid of making the wrong decision. All right. Now, as far as this past person, let me see how are you feeling about them specifically. And again, guys, I'm here to confirm how you're feeling, not tell you how to feel. Let me just kind of see what is something, how do you feel about this person? How is this? Okay. Okay, so I got chaser and difficult differences right there. I think you are kind of aware that you could feel like you were in a runner-chaser dynamic with this person, okay? But you could be at the spot where you have kind of admitted that you were the chaser in the dynamic. And clearly, I always say, like, you know, with spiritual connections, there's always a big societal difference between the two of you. And that's another reason I feel like a part of you is wanting to move on to. Is like there's a part of you feel like you two can never work. But yeah, triggered. It's like every time you guys were together, something would fall apart. It's like you're coming to a logical mindset already when it comes to this person. But yeah, cycles. You have completed, I think you've stopped chasing this person, hence the new love in your life. But I think when you reflect back on this person, you're kind of like, were very aware that you were chasing them. Maybe you do consider yourself a very codependent person when it came to this person. That's what I'm saying, like, at the beginning of this reading, I don't think this collective, you're, like, wanting reconciliation from this person all the way at all. If anything, I think you kind of let that go. But now you're, again, like I was feeling in the beginning of the reading, you're kind of juggling a little bit between this new person and the person from your past. Shut up, juggling, please. All right, let me see what else is going on. Fragmentation of the soul right here. Significant drama from the past. Irrational, unexplained fears. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like this collective you're questioning, is it over? Okay. Because like clearly, I feel like specifically whatever your guys' last communication is, or every time you guys ended in any sort of or about to go into a known contact period, you guys would end off very destructive. There would be some form of drama. I'm seeing fighting, literally two people butting heads. Like I said, there could be a societal difference between the two of you, but I'm looking at it as you two always butted heads. And I feel like this collective, you finally stopped that cycle. I think you finally, clearly there is something within you. You've realized that this chasing dynamic is not working. So you decided to pull back your energy and focus on you. I think, unfortunately, every time you would come in contact with this person, you would hang out, you would get involved, whatever verbiage you want to use, it would like go good, but then would end off so explosively. Let me confirm this chaser energy. Okay, inner child healing, as I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Don't make that perfect. Clearly, this collective, you are very aware that this person triggered out some codependencies within you. I think that you were trying to fight really hard for this connection, but then I think another thing, there is something with this inner child healing. There is something about this collective. You tend to blame yourself on certain things. Like, I think every time you and this person would fight, you would always think it's my fault. And trigger warning with this inner child healing, very big trigger warning. Maybe every time you grew up in a household where you and your parents, your parents or whatever household you were raised in would fight, you would blame yourself. You feel like you were like the catalyst or something. and this person triggered that out of you. And I always say true spiritual connections truly trigger out old wounds out of you.